Welcome, and thank you for joining the Live in Divine Harmony podcast. I'm Carmen, your divine synergist of Heart's Joy. I'm an awakened person of purpose. I have a passion for life. I'm a speaker, author, podcast host, and a numerologist. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss another episode. Let's dive in. So, I am recording this podcast on Sunday, October 22nd, because today is the halfway mark through the eclipse doorway. So eclipses work in pairs. Sometimes there's three of them. And in this case, the eclipse doorway opened on October the 14th during that new moon in Libra. And you have been uncovering things since that time frame. And this is that halfway through the doorway where you're now going to start to take action on whatever it was that you discovered since that doorway opened on the 14th. You're also going to notice, if you haven't already, how life is going to start to speed up for you. Now, I don't know about you, it's already really sped up for me. And it's interesting when you think back to May, June timeframe, because we are wrapping up whatever it was that you experienced during that time frame. Similar energies from October of 2005 as well, for example. So it's not that particular incident or situation has come back for you because, your life is different now. It's that energy that's the same. And so it's coming back up for review to say, what is the decision you're going to make now? Now, on a personal level, I realized for myself that I have learned to embrace the parts of me who I used to be that I like to keep. And I've embraced that old Carmen. And I know that I will now make different decisions and I'm not going to go backwards. There was a old photo that I happened to find as I was scrolling through my phone. I was actually looking for something else to show somebody that I was in conversation with the other day. And I happened to see this old photo from 2015. And if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I posted that photo. And it reminded me that I have truly embraced and appreciated that piece of who I used to be back in 2015. And I also am looking at her from a whole different set of lenses now, from a brand new perspective. I know I'm not that other piece of her that she used to be because I've healed, I've changed, and I know that I'm not going to go backwards. And I personally have felt very tested since, I would say, the beginning of this month. And I feel like I almost didn't pass a test or two. And then I realized, oh, this is a test. Great example. There are some videos that were showing up in my algorithm on different social medias. And I thought this is interesting because I've not interacted with this type of content in quite some time on purpose. And it's really has a lower frequency vibration, which is why I don't want to interact with that content anymore. And yet it started to pop up in my algorithm. And I thought, okay. And I almost did get sucked in. Really, I did. I started to watch a video too. And then I realized, oh, yeah, no, this is lowering my vibration. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if there was a person that I had in my life who was a lower vibration. And as I started to shift the dynamics of that relationship, then I noticed this content was coming in at that same time. So tests come in different forms. So it's having that awareness of what is your vibrational frequency, and then who are you calling in? What are you calling in? as well during that same time frame. And I didn't see it at first with this person. I really felt like they were of a higher vibration, and I really feel like they were truly in a higher vibration until the beginning of this month. And things shifted. Um, the dynamic shifted between us actually towards the end of September. And if you recall, I had said at the end of September, on the 28th, there was going to be a shift in timelines. And this is something that Leanna Shanti had shared in her illuminations that I listened to, that there's going to be an escalation and an elevation of timelines. And it's going to start September 28th and it's going to go through October. And the people who are in a higher frequency will continue to ascend, and the people who are in lower frequency will continue to descend. And I have seen that play out visually in another area of my life. And with this particular friendship, I was really kind of surprised because I saw it all happen within, it was around the fall equinox time that weekend, which was shortly before this time frame on the 28th. And I share all of this with you because this is how you work with these energies and harness them to use them for your good. So it's, again, having that awareness of what's happening in your life, because everyone and everything around you is a mirror. Even the algorithms that you are participating in on social media. Of course, if you like a post and it is tied to affirmations, you're going to continue to receive affirmations in that algorithm on that particular social media site. We all know our phones are listening to us as well. All of that plays into this, as well as your energy, frequency, vibration. So I really want you to take note of where are you right now and what do you need to do to shift into a different frequency if that's the case for you. I have a visualization of what I know I want my frequency to look like. I want my energy field to look like. And it's so interesting how the other day when I left the house, it was actually Saturday morning, I went out to my car and I looked out at the sky and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the visual representation of what I've been striving for my energy field to look like. And I took a picture of it, which of course doesn't do it justice. And again, little signs like that are signs from the universe that I'm on the right track. And that's, again, when you get those signs that you're on the right track, say thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for showing me this, for sharing this with me. So halfway through the eclipse doorway, yes, things are going to start to speed up as you take action. This is a great time to take action. We have the lunar eclipse in Taurus during this full moon. And this is going to be a full moon on the 28th of October. That's solely going to be focused around that money piece. And start to focus on abundance coming in all forms. It's not simply the money form. If you are having trouble letting go, this is going to be a great time to do that, a great time to release during this eclipse at the end of October. And you can ask the universe to help you with this release. I really look at it as a detoxification of whatever. It's kind of like that final detoxification of whatever is no longer serving me. And always remember, with eclipse energies, these energies last for at least 6 months. So even though we had the eclipse, on this one day at this time, that energy will still continue on. And something to think about during the bookend, if you will, of this eclipse doorway is how much did you end up implementing during this month of October? Maybe even during this this upcoming week, how much will you be implementing? How much are you going to be taking action? And has it been prosperous for you? Has it been life-changing for you? When I look back from April, how much my life has changed, even mid-August, I started back coaching again in a local leadership and coaching program. And I cannot get over how much things have shifted for me drastically since even mid-August. So it's always great to take inventory so that you can go back and look and see how much you've shifted, where have you shifted, celebrate those accomplishments for sure. Always celebrate and recognize yourself for how far you truly have come. So next week on the podcast, we'll talk about how to move forward. What does this look like? How can you continue to take action using this eclipse energy? And for now, I'm going to ask that you focus on from now, this midway point until this next eclipse. What is it? Where in your life would you like to take action? What is it that you really want to change? Where are you feeling called to implement change into your life? And it could be as simple as a new morning routine, a new evening routine. I will say that it's easier and there's longevity in replacing a habit with another new habit. And keep it simple always for the beginning. You know, everybody asks me in the Creating a Life You Love masterclass, so what is your morning routine? And I will share with you that it does change because it's going to change based on what my needs are at that given time. And I would say about every year it changes because I change and shift. So show yourself some grace during this time. We all have had a lot of changes happen in our lives. We're going to continue to have a lot of changes very quickly happen during this eclipse portal. And make sure to show yourself grace, show others grace, and celebrate the wins. You know, we do that in the Creating a Life You Love free online community. And it's truly celebrating even the small wins. It's in numerology, we talk about, you know, make sure you make your bed every morning and put your clothes away in the hamper and make sure that your car is clean inside and out. Make sure that you have no dirty dishes in the sink before you go to bed, because all of that helps to regulate your nervous system. And it also helps those who are missing fours as well in their numerology chart. And even those little things that you do those are all small wins. So celebrate that, celebrate yourself. That's also how you create confidence every single day, because you just did something that was a small task and you did it well. You did it in excellence. So if you are not celebrating your small wins every single day, even celebrating in the shower in the morning, right, or in the evening before you go to bed, please do so. It has been a game changer for me to celebrate the small wins, and always, yes, celebrate the large wins as well. And make sure that you're taking time out for you. I happen to have the pleasure of sitting in another numerology class with my teacher and mentor, Paul, and in an EE system, which has been phenomenal. I'm definitely feeling it and will continue to detox here soon. And it's a part of that evolution journey. It's a part of that spiritual journey. As we heal and grow, we get to learn new things and show ourselves grace and love ourselves through to the next chapter along our journey. So thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you. Please be sure to share this episode with anyone who they may find it helpful as well during this time. And I will see you next week on the Live in Divine Harmony podcast. Sending you much love.